Hello, I'm Elza and I'm going to tell you about the Bulgarian traditional wine. Bulgaria has a long history of making wine and growing grapes. It comes from the time of the Thracians. Now I'm going to show you a company named Butterhalf Garage Wine, and let's see what happened there. What I know is that this company is very small and they have luxury selected wines which are not branded, but it's really traditional method what they use. So let's see. I'm going to talk with the owner of the company, so follow me. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Niki. It's my family, Stefan, Jana and Niki.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Nikolai, and me and my wife, we are managing this very small business called Butterhalf Garage Wines. We started this project in 2013, and in the very beginning it was like experiment, because myself, I've been working in the wine business and for big wineries almost 25 years. And we used to produce industrially huge amounts of wines, planting vineyards around the country, producing millions and millions of bottles. And in one moment, because wine is my passion, we decided to do something very small, something that you can walk through in a few minutes, and you have whole control on what you are doing, what you are producing. And the main thing was to be able to go back a little bit in the methods, in the tradition of wine producing, because here in this place we are in a country where wine has been produced like 5,000 years ago. There are a lot of artifacts around this particular village, in Stara Zagora, in Kazanlak, in the Valley of Roses, that shows that wine has been a tradition for the people who used to live on these lands. This is why we started our business in our garage as experiment. We bought a few amphoras from Italy, and we started doing wine. In our vineyard we have more than 20 different varieties of grapes. We have local grapes like Mavut, like Miskets, several types like Tamyanka, but also we have international grapes like Chardonnay, Viognier, Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, Mourvèdre, Grenache, Syrah. So the whole vineyard is about 17 hectares, but we have a small batches of different types of varieties. Why? Because we have small tanks, so we can make different wines, and after that, during the process of blending, we can mix them in order to arrive to a balance, to arrive a more complicated and more interesting taste and more interesting wines by the end. The company is very small. It's me, my wife, my cousin, okay, and we have 3 outside people. And we are doing everything, starting from the vineyard, going through the vinification process here in the winery, bottling, labeling, and selling. So everybody has his own task, and myself, I'm a little bit managing everybody, but also working with them, of course. Welcome to our garage, okay? And it's true, it used to be our garage, and we transformed it into a small winery, and it was the first step to our business. So we started to make wine here. What we have here, and these small tanks, each of them is 1,000 liters, with the full temperature control, which is very much important in wine making. Here we can control the whole process of vinification, and we can achieve a certain precision when making wine. To make a good red wine, it takes 2 years. Okay? Between the vinification, after that the aging, after that the aging in the bottle, it takes 2 years. For make a complicated white wine, it takes 1.5 years. For making wines for everyday use, for just enjoy in summertime, in some bar or some restaurant, it takes around 6 months, okay? But the vinification process is around between 12 to 24 days. It depends on the grapes, it depends on the variety, on the maturity of the grape, on too many factors. This is why wine is all the time different. Every year is not the same, because it's a living being, and it's different. It's reacting differently to the surrounding. What we are doing, we are trying to combine the best new technological methods of producing wine with the traditional methods of producing wines on this land. What is this? Wine has been produced, as I told you previously, on this land like 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. And at that time there were no other possibility, and people were producing wine in amphoras. So this is how it came the idea for us also to start producing wine in amphoras here in Bulgaria. Our company was and is still the only one who is producing wine in this traditional method, in this traditional clay vessels, I would say. We have amphoras that we bought because production of amphoras here is non-existent. So we found some producers in Italy, first of all, and we bought this kind of amphoras there. And also we found some producers in Georgia, and those, for instance, came yesterday. They are brand new. Yesterday night we filled up with some red grapes from our vineyard for Carmenere and Syrah for the other amphora. So what is the difference? What makes the difference? The difference is that first of all, this amphora is very thick, so you don't need to control the temperature. Everything is going almost naturally. You don't need to put some, to have some freezer or some kind of stuff technological to make the wine in this. After that, everything here is done by hand. I will show you that every day somebody is going up here, okay, and he's pushing the grapes, okay. So during 15 minutes, okay,
yeah.
And is how we are having some extraction for the red wines. What is going on for the whites, I will show you when we go inside. Okay, follow me, I will show you inside. Here you can see much more proper, because we have the same amphora, but it's smaller. It's about 300 liters, okay? And you can see that the grapes are inside. And we filled it yesterday, and it's cold already. And it's a maceration, okay? It's a new from yesterday, okay? And look how it's beautiful, okay? So these grapes will stay here for like 15 days, okay? Every day we gotta mix them by the hand, like this, okay? So on the top there is always some juice, okay? And the fermentation process will start maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow, because here we are not adding any yeast. It's an absolutely natural yeast that you have in the skins of the grape, okay? So it will be a spontaneous fermentation. And this is how the wine was made thousands of years ago. Just put the grapes in this kind of amphora and just mix it every day. Once the fermentation process is finished, all the skin will fall down here and you will have the wine on the top. Okay, so very, very easily we're going to take the wine from here and transfer it to another amphora, and we'll take the skin from the down and we'll press it to take out the rest of the juice. And that's it.
Бях пил вино, вино и ракия, страх ма беше да се не напия. Конче яздя, конче аджамия, аз го карам в гора зелена.
For me, the business, as I told you previously, it's not really business. It's just our dream that became true, because this is our life, this is how we live, making wine, having friends here, making tastings, having lunch, barbecue. So it's much more a way of life than a business with all of us.
What will you share us? What does it mean for you?
Actually, for us, making a wine needs like much more view of life with art than to just technologic process, and that's why for us it's a view of life.
And for you, do you want to continue this business in future, or do you enjoy? What do you feel?
Well, I personally and he also we really enjoy making wine and learning a lot of new stuff around the winery. So yeah, there's definitely we're definitely gonna continue this as a legacy.
So you know how to make wine?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, not everything, but I'm trying to learn and improve myself every day.
The most important thing that I will give as advice is that people do what they love to do. And when you are doing something you love to do, it's not a job, it's a pleasure. So their life can be just years and years of pleasure. This is my advice.
If you visit Bulgaria, you have to taste Bulgarian traditional wine and talk with the Bulgarian people, because they are really hospitality, friendly and kind to the visitors.
Я си иди, откъде си дошъл, чекалина, сладко е заспала, чекалина, сладко е заспала, заспала е, няма да я будя.